Hi, Cliniko friends and family. This past week in Cliniko, we released some incredible new features. You can now set budget limits for your patient cases. When booking online, patients' deposits can be added as account credit instead of automatically applied to an invoice. And you can now add patient pronouns within your communications using the new content placeholders. My name is Rachel, and in this video, I'll cover all of these changes and how to enable them within your account in this episode of Cliniko This Week. Let's get started with the new budget feature for patient cases. To set a case budget, when editing or creating a new case, you'll need to select a case type. Either maximum invoiceable amount, meaning the case can include as many appointments as it takes to reach the budget, or you can select maximum number of appointments, meaning that the case can only include a certain number of appointments regardless of how much is being invoiced. When you select maximum invoiceable amount as the case type, you'll then see an option to input the budget. Once you save your case, you'll now see if a certain dollar amount has been reached versus a certain number of appointments. On the appointments page, when adding or editing an appointment associated with the case, it will indicate how much the budget is remaining. Any associated invoices will also let you know that it's linked to the case and display the remaining budget. Our next feature is related to online payments. Currently, when patients are booking appointments online, you have the option of collecting a deposit or full payment for the services booked. When requiring a deposit, that deposit can be applied automatically to an invoice, or you can now add that deposit as account credit, which can be used for future services and invoices. To set this up, you'll first want to make sure online payments are enabled, and you have a default deposit amount set through Settings, Integrations. Once enabled, you can set your individual deposit settings and amount through Settings, Appointment Types. Select the appointment type you'd like to edit, and under Online Payments, you'll want to select Require Deposit during booking. You can then set the deposit amount. Finally, you'll want to tick the option Deposit Directly to Credit Balance. The patient will be required to pay the deposit amount set, which is immediately added into their account credit. Just note, if you leave the deposit amount field blank, patients will be required to pay the default that you set up via Settings Integrations. Otherwise, if you add a different number, patients will be required to pay that amount you've set. You'll want to repeat this process for each appointment type. But once set, the next time your patient visits online booking, they will see an option to pay a deposit for the appointment. If you opted to have the deposit added directly to their credit balance, no invoice will be made at the time of booking. You'll be able to apply that credit balance the next time you create an invoice for them. Our last change is related to communications. Whether you're sending a confirmation email, reminder SMS, or letter, it's important to use the correct pronouns for your patients or clients. Within Cliniko, you can automatically include these pronouns in your communications using the new content placeholders. To edit your confirmation emails, head to Settings, Appointment Confirmations. From here, select the template you'd like to edit. As you're writing or editing your email content, you can replace any current pronouns with the new pronoun placeholders found in the Patient or Client drop-down menu. If a patient has a preferred pronoun selected in their profile, anytime we send out a communication that includes those placeholders, it will automatically be replaced. If no pronoun is selected in their profile, we will default to they, them pronouns. Once you update your communication template, make sure to save your changes. You'll then repeat this process for any reminders via Settings, Appointment Reminders, and your letter templates via Settings, Letter Templates. Just note, when writing letters to your patients, you'll be able to, of course, make any changes as needed. But make sure to view an example email for your confirmation and reminder templates, as they are sent automatically when booking or 1 to 5 days prior to the appointment. That completes this week's episode, but if you have questions regarding the changes released this week, reach out to our support team. We'd be happy to help. Until next week, bye Cliniko family.